What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is the Regular Fan Show on this lovely Friday morning with your favorite regular fans, Vinny Fredericks, Bruce Juno, ready to talk about all the latest and greatest in the name of sports and sporting worlds and sporting people, also known as athletes, but from the fans' perspective, as we are your regular fan. That's why we call this the Regular Fan Show. What are you laughing about? What is so funny? I'm just super I'm just I'm just super fired up for this lovely Friday. I'm ready for the weekend. Mhm. TGIF indeed. Yes, absolutely. How are you, buddy? Lovely. Ah, I need a nice clean day. I look around my room and I get a headache. That's right. Yeah. Sounds like a lovely day. Oh, me too. Hey, you took the first step towards being clean. Start to step 1. Wow. Wow, new place, huh? So you're just going to the other half. So, not a far move, but hmm, yeah, guess can't really get much easier than that. Mhm. Better days ahead. I can feel it. There will be one shining moment. You like that? Mhm. Yeah. If we get I mean, we could just talk about our struggles. Yeah. Not even 3 months. It's been eventful. Yeah, well, we keep on going, keep on cruising. Yes, we do. You know who's not keeping on? University of Miami, or is it Miami University? Yeah, Miami University. Undefeated no more. They lose to UMass. I still think they get in. Mhm, and I don't care what the schedule says. You win 31 straight games, you're one of the best 64 teams in college basketball. Point, period, done. Auburn is not one of the best 64 teams in college basketball. They because I exactly. They're not a good team. They can't just be like, "Well, we played one of the hardest schedules." You're in the SEC. I don't know what you expected. I mean, this is actually a an SEC conference that's a tier lower, I would say, than last year, where you had countless teams in the top 20. Now, SEC is still good, but not as good as last year. And Auburn does worse. I just don't understand any argument for having Auburn in the tournament. Throw away any I mean, why have at-large bids at all if you're just gonna give them to power conference bad teams when there's good mid-major teams out there? I don't think Auburn deserves to be in. That's how I feel about that. I'm assuming you still can't hear me. You have a puzzled look on your face. You can never be too safe. Yeah. I mean, winning your conference tournament is pretty safe. That gets you in automatically, but I agree. I do agree with you. I think they should be in no matter what. Also, Auburn didn't even win a game in their conference tournament. And, oh, neither did, Miami. Miami still won 31 straight. Auburn went just hold on. Oh, by far, yeah. I thought you were just saying Miami. What was Auburn's longest win streak? Well, they only won 17 games total, so can't be very long. Let's see. They won their first 3 against Bethune, Merrimack, and Wofford. Then they lost to Houston. Then they won 2, lost to Michigan, beat St. John's. So 2, then lost to Arizona, Chattanooga, then lost to Purdue, beat Queens, beat Queens, then lost to Georgia, beat Arkansas, lost to Missouri. They had a 4. They had a foursome. Beat South Carolina, Ole Miss, Florida, and Gainesville, which is probably their only great win of the year. I think it's St. John's early on, yeah. But and then they beat Texas, then lost to Tennessee, and then did not win more than 1 game the rest of the year. They beat Kentucky. Oh, and they did beat LSU and Mississippi State in the first round of the tournament, but still 12th in the SEC, Auburn was. You're gonna tell me that the 12th best team in the SEC deserves an at-large bid over a team that went 31 and 0? I think you're a doofus if you think that's the case. It would. Akron almost got eliminated too. Yeah. Well, let's see on bracketology how many are getting in each conference. Let's see. Just updated not long ago. Um 10, okay. 10 SEC, 9 Big 10, 8 ACC, 8 Big 12, 3 from the West Coast, 3 from the Big East, 2 from the A10, yeah, and then 2 from the Mid-American, that being Miami of Ohio and Akron, I'm assuming, and Big East, UConn, and St. Well, they were. Overrated. I feel like that'd be a little wishful. I mean, I don't know, considering yeah. I mean, who's the who's the 3rd West Coast team? Santa Clara? Santa Clara in? Yeah, yeah, same area as us. Wow. Yeah, but that's what I want. I wanna see more mid-major teams get chances over a team like an Auburn. I mean, right now, Auburn is so Miami of Ohio is the last team in to skip the first 4 round. Last 4 that have to play in that making game, Missouri, VCU, Texas, SMU. Auburn's the first team out right now. But how does that I mean, how does that even make any sense? Well, alright, I guess Oklahoma being below Auburn, I mean, they have the same conference record. Auburn must have beat Oklahoma or something. Nope, Oklahoma beat Auburn in February. Did they lose to Auburn earlier, I wonder? Or did they only play once? I'm bamboozled. How can Auburn be above Oklahoma? I know, but, like, why complicate it? They have the same conference record. Oklahoma beat Auburn. Why is Auburn closer to getting in the tournament than Oklahoma? Just doesn't make sense. It's like when the college football playoff put Miami in over Notre Dame. Similar record, similar teams, one beat the other. What do I know? I'm just a buffoon talking to a microphone. Yeah, Mike Pope is just or not, Mike White, that's what I'm thinking of. Mike White can't get it done. Thank God he's out of Florida. Brag. Well, it's March. It dominates. No, I wanna hear your fun story. Yep, PCA. Yeah, which makes me even more curious. Why did he request that it be kept private? I honestly just think that I mean, they said that he recorded in the Devils' locker room, so maybe some wang was hanging out or something, that's why he wanted it private. I'm saying he was in the locker they said in the article that he filmed a video in the Devils' locker room, sent to him. You know, dude's changing in the locker room. I mean, he's in here sending a hype up video. Sorry, I should some genitalia was hanging out, so Jack Hughes didn't wanna get it out there. Well, they better be fired up. You can't crawl your way in the way that they did and not wake up a little bit. and I think Paul Skeens is hey, I think Paul Skeens is set to go in the, what is it, the quarterfinal, semifinal, whatever it is. I think Paul Skeens is set to pitch next against Canada, or maybe they turn to Logan Webb, keep Paul Skeens for the semis, but then who do you start in the finals? I don't know. It'd be nice if Tariq Skubal, you know, grew a pet or oh, okay. Logan Webb, alright. Hmm. Again, it'd be nice if Tariq Skubal grew a pair and actually stuck it out for his country instead of showing up pitching 3 Do we just own Canada at that point? Canada just becomes the 51st state? Could you imagine if the US beats Canada in the World Cup too? Well, possible. You need to pick me up? You what you need is W energy. That'll wake you up. And you can save 10% on your energy powder at w.gg using code RFS at checkout. Hmm, you got this. Hang in there. Be a professional. We have to win. Gotta win. Gotta go for the sweep. We just talk about sports. So we just talk about sports. Don't worry, you know your stuff. Hmm. Yeah. What are you clickety clacking away over there? They just don't want you to find out. We'll find out when we find out. Mhm. Yeah. This is just one of those situations where it sucks that the politics being involved is, the source of the problem itself. If they just let sports be sports, then Iran plays, and it's not even a conversation, but obviously things are much more complicated than that. Yeah, players just wanna play. Exactly. Alright. Mm, yeah. Go USA. I got a good feeling. No, not at all. I'm ready for the disappointment. I don't know a lot about soccer, but I do know the US men don't win. Pochettino or whatever. I listen. I remember. Yeah, Poch. Oh, we can take Belgium. Be too busy making waffles. You gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. Yeah, and they're still in it. Shout out to all the Italians. Yeah, you want the best 48. You want the best 64 in March Madness. It should not include, but that's just me. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, it certainly speaks volumes to, like, the power of sports, if you will, to come out of such a tragic event and to, have an ending on a more positive note. I'm sure that'll be a memory he holds on to for the rest of his life, that game winner and the support and all that, because can't imagine what that kid went through. No kid should have to go through that, but certainly is good to see that he's got supportive people around him. Mhm. Yeah, that'd be I hope he does. At least a goal or something. Hmm, yeah. I mean, where else can you take something so tragic and yeah, take something so tragic and, you know, put even the slightest of positive spins on it? Yeah. Yeah. So he's been on a tear. It's definitely a cool note, just an overall, you know, better outcome of the story. Oh yeah. I've been looking at some of the headlines. I mean, we haven't talked yet about Kyler Murray joining the Minnesota Vikings. So now you've got three former number one picks at quarterback in that division. Him, Caleb, and Jared Goff. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Vikings, I think I want to say it was only a 1 year deal as well. Yeah, only a 1 year deal. So I think it's a win win for both sides. We've seen what, well, I think they're just giving JJ another year. I don't think they're going to get rid of him, but yeah. But you also got to remember this year was his rookie year. He didn't play at all in his first year. He got hurt. So really, this was his first full season. Wasn't even really well. Drake May had some decent, flashes his rookie year, but took his second full year to actually put together some wins, plus a better head coach. Well, all right, he got subbed in what, like week 5? That's still more than missing your entire rookie season. Yeah. He missed a lot of time this year too. I think that's the exact plan. See how Kyler does this year. We've seen what Kevin O'Connell can do with quarterbacks. He can turn most people into good quarterbacks. So Kyler's still got some potential. If he plays good for them this year, maybe they extend him. If he doesn't play as good as they want him to, you see how JJ does throughout the season. And see how JJ improves this year. Maybe they'll get to the end of the season and be okay letting Kyler walk because JJ's improved so much in practice and whatnot. Well, who knows? Maybe JJ still gets in the games. Maybe Kyler doesn't play good, so they end up benching him. We'll have to see how it plays out, but I think it's a win-win on either side. I don't think they signed Kyler to be a backup. I don't think Kyler would have signed somewhere knowing he would have been a backup. Could have gone to the Jets at that point. At least he would have been starting. Yeah. I mean, maybe if Kyler still hasn't learned the playbook, who knows? But Kyler gets a chance to prove it. Yeah, season hasn't even literally just started the league year, so he should have enough time. But um, I don't know. Think Kyler can go out there, prove to everybody he still got it. Vikings. I mean, who knows? If he gets the Vikings to the playoffs, I think no doubt they extend him. But I think they're not regretting letting Sam Darnold go, but they don't want to make that same mistake again. Jump right back to JJ McCarthy and end up back in the bottom of the barrel. So guess we'll see. Um, there's not really any other quarterbacks out there, so everything's kind of set for the most part. But we'll see how it plays out. Draft is next month. I got a feeling there's going to be some good first round trades. I could see the Jets trading out of two. I could see some teams trading up. Yeah, where are the Titans picking? 3, 4, 4. I think they're 4. I think it's Raiders, Jets, Browns. Hmm. Maybe they get a really good. Well, I don't know. I've seen some mocks with them taking like Carnell Tate. I've seen some with them going best available on defense. Van Jefferson just signed Wandale. Do they still have Calvin Ridley or no? Yeah. I don't know. Even if Calvin Ridley plays, I still think I don't think it's a bad idea for Tennessee to go wide receiver at 4. You have your choice of anyone you want. If you can get Carnell Tate or, I don't know, Jordan Tyson, if there's a guy that you really like, I think you take him at 4. But the thing is that's the other one. Oh, guess he left. Could just be a free agent and it hasn't updated. But I never think it's a bad idea taking a stud wide receiver early. Because I mean, realistically though, you've got 3, 4 years to make something happen with them before you got to pay them 30 million a year. That's just how much wide receivers are nowadays. But yeah, I could see them going offensive line too. Actually, now that we talk, yeah, they really do need to just protect him, get a better O line. That honestly probably is their best bet for number 4. There's a really good offensive tackle, can never go wrong there.
Apologize to absolutely no one. Period.
I hope you could hear that. I love it. As soon as I saw that quote, I got so fired up. I loved it. No, it's just he's paying homage to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what he wants. Yeah, exactly. I love it, dude. In on business. Yeah. For anyone mad that he broke the record. The thing that I say to that is, well, you think Kobe would have wanted him to just not try to break it? It's one thing if you tie it's one thing if you happen to tie it. It's another if you tie it well, again, if you actually watch the game, which I know you didn't, but if you watch the game, he earned those free throws. The dude they just couldn't stop him, so they had to foul him. Yeah, but the highlights don't show the fouls, they just show the free throws and a couple of the fouls, like, at the end. But back to the Kobe point. Kobe Bryant would not want someone to just tie the record and then give up. You know, like, it's the opposite of what Kobe stood for. Yeah, and he he built his legacy. No one's ever gonna forget that 81-point game, but records are made to be broken. No record lasts forever. And let's not forget that that game against who was it against Toronto that he dropped 81. He was the only person to take a shot for the Lakers for the last 7 minutes of that game. It's not like him or Wilt. Nobody gets these crazy scoring numbers without doing something a little. You know what? I'm honestly I used to be on the side of Wilt definitely could have scored 100, but now I don't believe it. Bam has the highest scoring game in NBA history. I like that. I like the sound of that. So he said, "Alright, no one's ever gonna touch this. I'm good." Triple digits. Smashes it. I just like like, if one person just came out and said, "I was at the game. I'm a witness. I saw it happen," then I feel like a lot more people would believe it. But I can't think of anybody who's actually claimed to be a witness. Yeah. Is that how you wanna end the episode? I don't like where this is going. Like, you know that they had the ability to get video back then. Mhm. Okay. Hmm. The one of him holding up the 100 paper. That is true. Yep, also true. I just want footage, man. I can't believe that. Yeah, he didn't win MVP that season too. Bill Russell won MVP. Yeah, that what year was it? 1962? Yeah, if you look at the 1962 MVP race. Where is it? Yep. So in can't even tell who that is. In fourth in the MVP race, Elgin Baylor averaged 38, 18, 4 assists. Third, Oscar Robertson, 30 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists. Second, second place, Will Chamberlain, 50 points, 25 rebounds. First place, the MVP winner, Bill Russell, 19 points, 23 rebounds, 4 assists. Doesn't even doesn't even say, but, um, Bill Russell's Celtics were 60 and 20. The 76ers or the Warriors for Will were 49 and 31. Will averaged 2.4 assists that season. They just gave that one to Bill just because Celtics were number 1, but yeah, probably the craziest MVP race in NBA history. I have not actually, no. Yeah, audio recordings the audio recordings of the 4th quarter exist and are preserved by the Library of Congress to make sure that it never goes away. I I don't know. Mhm. Yeah. Wilt the stilt, baby. Anyways, unless you got anything else you wanna get to before we sign off, I'll take that as a no. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this Friday edition of the Regular Fan Show. We'll be back at it Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. But in the meantime, check out w.gg for all your energy powder needs. Use code RFS at checkout, save 10%. Check out Picket to organize all your betting into one app. Use code Locker Room to save 10% on Picket Pro. Get all the best odds in all one spot. Check us out, the Regular Fan Show, on all the socials. Like, subscribe, follow, rate the show. Excuse me, I'm dying. Make sure you guys check out the Locker Room as well. Locker Room SM, lockerroomsportsmedia.com. For Bruce Juno, Vinny Fredericks, the Regular Fan Show. Yes, our merch is live on Locker Room Sports Media. Check it out. We may have some shirts with our faces on it very soon. Yes, we will. But in the meantime, hit that follow, like, subscribe, whatever. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.